protocol, but I just thank everybody on the high table. I appreciate your love for your school. I am from an old school myself, Queen School, Edestroke Ibadan, and therefore I know how much we love our school and how we are always working towards how the school can be greater than it was in our time. I know how we felt when we went back to school after many years, how downcast we were at the way it looked, and all the efforts that we've been making since then to bring up the school. So I appreciate all of you. I thank you all. Like I said, please allow me to dispense of the protocol. Thank you. First, apologies. Mr. Governor would have liked to be here, but you know we are in very interesting times. So as for myself, I apologize for coming late. This is my 4th event today. So I've been going from one place to another, to another, to another. And in fact, I thought you had finished. And I said, well, let me just come so that they will tell them later that I came in after you had gone. But thank you for waiting for me. So please, apologies for coming late. It's most unlike me. The PS and TGPS, this is promotion week. They are interviewing. Tomorrow we have what we call the Teachers Merit Award. We are giving cars to the top 13 teachers in the state. And so it's we did it last year, and this is the second version of it. So tomorrow is quite a day for us. We are also commissioning a new school building at the Vetland School at Agege. So it's quite a series of activities. Like I said, Eco Boys High School. I can't say I don't know Eco Boys High School. I grew up as a child at Igbobi, so many people around me went to Eco Boys High School, I can imagine. And while I cannot claim any knowledge of Reverend Yuba, since he formed the school in 1913, I'm reasonably certain it was way before my lifetime. But I did know Reverend Adeshola. His daughter told me Adeshola is in fact, in primary school was my best friend. We went to primary school together. Their house was like my home. And when the dad died, I remember their house in along on the way to Palm Grove. That was my home. So I can't say I don't know Eco Boys High School. And I know it's a great old school, and I appreciate your wanting it to be an Ivy League or what you call the heritage school in the state. I totally appreciate and understand why you would want that. I could go on and tell you what Mr. Governor has done with many schools, maybe the number of schools that we've touched, the number of new schools that we've built, the amount of furniture ranging over 100,000 that we've done, the new schools built, and so. But it won't concern you because it is not here. So I will not mention them because it's even provocative. So I'll keep silent on that. But I do want you to know that the governor considers education to be a very major plank in his themes agenda. It's the E of the themes agenda, the first E, education and technology. And he has been spending a lot of money on it. The budget keeps growing year in, year out. Of course, the main problem we have is actually Omipoju. Yeah, that has been a very, very major problem for us, because at times when I live here now, I will text him that Eco Boys High School, we need to do this. Then he will say, we have done so many. Then we say, but there are many. That's the issue, that there are many schools. But I feel you, and I will not make promises, but this place is important. This school is important. I have been here myself, and I was dazed when I got here myself. And the miscreants, I'm quite aware of people who had lived here for decades even, without being teachers in this school at all. So I had to talk with the TGPS. I came here with her that this is not an acceptable situation at all. And you won't believe that it's not easy to get rid of such people. It's not easy at all. Because you see them, they too have their own big man somewhere who will start fighting that, where do you want him to go? And then you say, what is he doing there in the first instance? So all those things bothered us a lot. But I think we've cleared the school to a very large extent, and we will continue to do so. And I think I would ask that the first thing that we need to do is a master plan. The school has plenty of land, and we need to, for Lagos, I hope you know, for Lagos, I'm even glad that encroachment has not been more than this, because in many old schools, because after I left primary school in Lagos, I went to Ibadan and sort of stayed there, went to UI and so on. So I didn't come to Lagos for many years. So coming back to Lagos was quite shocking to see all those great old schools that we knew as children. They were now much smaller, and and I used to be chairman of the Anglican schools in Lagos, CMS Bariga, and so on. So I totally understand how disappointing it must have been. So we'll work together. Well, let us start with the master plan, and when we have done the master plan, then let us start to look at how we'll do buildings here one by one. I assure you that you have built this. We are happy that you are doing this, and we thank the North America group there. I mean, you possibly are possibly the most worried, because I remember taking my daughters back to Queen's School, and I had told them many lovely stories. And when we left the school on the way back, my daughter said, "I don't think you should be boasting about this school at all. I don't really think you should. All your stories, are you sure about them?" My dormitory, the tree in the middle of my dormitory was taller than that one. The dormitory had been long abandoned, and there was the huge tree growing out. My daughter said, "You used to tell us you were in dormitory, Baobab house, you had fun, where on earth did you have fun in that building?" So, it's sad that has happened, but I think we now have a chance to make a change. So I think we can work together, and we are working with other old schools. Maybe, like I said, first come and meet with us. We will draw up the master plan. When we are done with that, we will start seeing how we'll fund the buildings. No promises, but I assure you that if there's any funding to be done of any new building, I will push for a boys high school to be there, no matter what. As for Abijo, I don't know why you want it, but you will explain why. And you will see that the Abijo is splitting funding, because it's bigger than this, isn't it? The cost of the fence is unbelievable, because it has to be on pile. It's in a waterlogged, it's in a marshy part of Lagos. So it's splitting the funding. So I think you need to think through that. Why do we want to do this? What do we want to do? If you want to move this school there, I don't know. If you want this school to be yours, this campus to be your campus, let's focus all our strength and energy here. But I'm not sure I can focus energy on the two. I'm telling you the truth. So you know me, I shoot from the hip. If it's possible, if it's not possible, I will tell you immediately. Eco Boys High School, I love this school. I'm sympathetic with you, but but I assure you that and we'll see what we can do. Please do, Emma Kowasi rushing. And Emma, it is on here. Toba ya Emma so. But give us some time, because our budget, you won't believe it. The competing needs for our funding is quite incredible. Because as you are finishing one, you see another one. And my phone is full of, this fence has broken, this roof has fallen off, this school has this thing, this canal has collapsed behind the school. And so we keep on doing all these things. But I assure you, thank you. So I thank you. I've looked at some of this thing. I like your idea of heritage stroke Ivy school. I'm not sure. I'll try my best to pull it off. But remember that we do have about 1,700 schools in Lagos State. And wouldn't it be partial to name some top schools? We'll try. I totally understand. The oldest school, the 5th oldest. I mean, maybe all the CMS Bariga has gone back to the Anglican Church. So maybe the oldest public school in the States. I don't know who are the other 4 after CMS. After CMS is the oldest.
Then
MBHS is still there. Babsaka, okay. King's College. Okay, so this is the oldest public school in the state. That's a good case, right?
Yes.
Okay. So once again, I say a very big thank you and congratulate you. Thank you for your love for your school. I think it's part of the fact that you had a great experience when you were here, and you owe these ones here an even greater experience. Thank you very much.
Oh God of robbers and Yiba, to thee we